Mr. Jumbo here in Oppidum, and as you can see, it's kind of a rainy day, but it is the day that we will make our review. We've played this game for over 70 hours. We have played already 54 hours on this singular world. So I think it's about time I make this review. So the format of this video is going to be ups and downs. And at the end, I give a couple of my own opinions as extra of what could make the game even better than it already is. So let's get right into it. Okay, this is going to be the first downside. So you can make at the very beginning of the game 3 characters, but only 3 characters. If you want to make another 4th character, you'd have to delete 1 character to make another. The problem with this is that the entire world gets deleted once you delete this character. So if there's other people in the world, all those characters are also gone after that. The second down for me is that you cannot really make your character look that manly in this game. All of them tend to be very feminine, and I don't know if that's like the current generation, but I want my character to look manly, like a fucking ogre with an axe and beard, and it's just raw after the enemies, you know what I mean? But instead, we are getting this sissy characters, because this is a man, okay? This right character is a man. Those other two are female, but I tried to make a man, but it was just literally impossible. This is a huge downside for me for character customization. Okay, the third downside for me is armor grading. You got leather, bone, iron, titanium, and termite armor. I don't mind that there's those types of armors in the game, but what I do mind is that every single armor is locked behind the main quest line and the side quest lines. What I mean is that if you want to have this crafting station being able to craft termite armor, or if you want this forge to be able to like make all of this, you have to do the main quest line and you also have to do the side quest lines. And I think that's really bad because I had leather armor and I was mining titanium. It just doesn't make any sense in my mind. I was running leather armor for 20 hours. I got to iron armor. Then I enhanced my iron armor, but I straight up got titanium armor. And then I had titanium armor, I enchanted titanium armor, and then 1 hour later I had termite armor. So my brain was like, 20 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour. So I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So they should make it that you're able to like craft the certain armors if you just have the items for it already. Or upgrade your crafting stations if you already have the resource for it. You need a lot of resources to craft those up. And I don't understand why it's all locked behind the main quest line. The fourth downside is farming. You get to a point where you have to farm for certain quests. And the reason why is you're locked. Like you're literally locked with progression. You cannot progress any further without farming. So they tell you you have to farm right now or fuck you. That's literally what they're saying. Farming should be one of those things that if you like farming, just do it. If you want to cook, just do it. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be a requirement to continue the main quest line. It's stupid. And sometimes you spend hours looking for the certain seeds to then farm. It's just tedious and just a pain in the ass. And I don't know why it's a requirement for the main quest line. But that's just my opinion. Okay, let's talk about the fifth downside. The fifth downside is inventory space and management. Because they made it so we have infinite scrolls, that's already taken up 3 of your slots. So by the time when you're beginning, you got until here. So you have 8 slots to work with. The problem with those 8 slots is that if you don't do this, like you don't do the offerings and you don't max this out, you're not gonna have like stacks. So let's say iron ore stack goes normally up to 20, but when you have all of them maxed out, it goes up to 100. And it also gives you more inventory space. In the first 20 hours that you're playing this game, you have 8 slots to work with, and they cannot stack up higher than 20. So you're running consistently back from farming to your base, to the storage, to the farm, to the base, to the storage, to the farm. And it's just an endless loop, wasting your time. Of course, it's a lot quicker now you got those scrolls infinite, but it's just such a pain in the ass that you kill like 2 monsters or 3 monsters. Your whole inventory is full. You have to leave so much loot on the ground. It doesn't make any sense. And then the sixth down for me has also something to do with those bosses itself. The boss fights are amazing, dude. They're so good. But the problem is, there's no replayability for them. You have to make a whole new world to fight them again. I don't understand why they don't make it so you can just respawn the boss and fight it again. I just don't get it. I literally don't get it. Number 7 of the downs is there is no boss loot. So you're killing the bosses, which is amazing, then you have them already killed and you get nothing. And then the developer would then say, but you're getting a heart. Well, you're getting this where you can offer things and then get more. But what I want to see is you kill that boss, you put in effort, you fucking kill him, you get him, bop! And then you see drop popping out of the ground, so ploosh! Or a chest, and you open the chest and you get loot out of it. Or some crazy boss drop, or some weapon or something. That's what I want to see. That would be amazing. But that's not the case. So that's a down for me right there. The 8th downside for me is, let's say, trying to find something for a quest. So let's say 2 towns separated. It tells you to get salimi, it tells you to get banana pie, it tells you where to get bones. You already know where to get banana pie because you can get it at the very beginning. You already know where you can get the bones because you have been killing monsters and you get bones. But salimi, however, you cannot buy from the NPC yet. And you don't know what drops it. Those monsters that you earlier killed to get the Ronin seeds do not drop salimi. For salimi, you have to kill separate monsters that drop it. The second one is this NPC over here. So you talk to him and he tells you you're not trusted yet. Okay, so let's say I give them mushrooms. You know things, just don't know how many I need. So he doesn't really explain you what the requirement is for this quest, which is a pain in the ass because then he just says bye. But what he actually means is that you need a certain amount of this particular mushroom or other mushrooms to then give to him to complete the quest. Imagine I played this game 70 hours and it took me 60 hours to understand how much I have to give this man to get it. 60 fucking hours. And the funniest part, I haven't even found it myself. I got it from Discord. So that's a huge downside for me. Downside number 9. Resources take too long to come back. For instance, those ancient trees take 2 to 3 whole days of like in-game days to come back, which is about an hour for them to respawn. You quickly destroy all of them and then you have to wait like an hour before you can do it again. I think that is really bad. Meanwhile, things like monsters respawn after every night, but they also respawn 1 or 2 extra times during the night if you continue fighting them during the night. Things like beehives respawn after 1 day. You feel that the most when mining like specific ores, like let's say titanium and tamai ore. When you don't have the resource setting on maximum like I have, you will struggle, man. You will struggle to get those ores, man. It's the same when you have aggro on and then all those shit get aggro to you. It's such a pain in the ass. But yeah, that is basically gathering resources is tedious in this game. Not because of how you mine it, but of how long it takes to respawn. There is no armor dying in this game. So you're gonna run in the end game with a full pink armor set and it's just gay. It might sound wrong that I say it like this, but it just don't look cool. If you had some plating, like let's say titanium plating and made it blue or something, or make it black or something, I don't know. Just changing the color of the outfit would be so much better than wearing this pink shit armor, man. It just hurts my soul to look at. That's just my personal opinion and preference, but if I was in a magical fantasy world and this was the choice of endgame armor, I would not even wear this armor. Like, let's be 100% real here. If in the fantasy world I can wear leather armor and look 10 times cooler than this, I would wear it. That's just me. You cannot relocate your base, and there are so many obstacles which blocks you from building things. So let's say those stones and stuff. This is so annoying. Like there's stones everywhere, there's trees everywhere, and you cannot make it like organized or amazing. You have to like spread it out in a circular motion like I did here, and it just looks so fucking bad. I want to be able to like make everything next to each other, like organized and make it look cool, but that's just not possible. The second thing on top of that is that you can also not build a like an actual house or something. You have to live in this tent and it's just dog shit. I don't know. Look, everything around you looks upgraded and then you look at those tents and it looks dog shit. Like look at this. This is fucking leaf tents with some sticks or something, dude. I have full Termite armor. I have everything maxed out. And this is where I have to live with? Dude, I don't get it. That's like also personal opinion and immersion and stuff. This is not immersion. This is just dog shit. Number 13. There is no voice chat in this game, nor a chat box. So the only way you have to communicate with friends is with social media and Discord. I don't understand how it's a game that you want to be able to play with other people, but you cannot communicate with other people without an external factor like Discord. It's the same with finding people. It's gonna be impossible to find this game, like people to play this game with outside of Discord. It's just not possible. They should make it that there's an LFG in the game menu that will be 10 billion times better. And they should also add a chat box in the game so you can write to the people that are in the game to chat with them without microphone. But that's just my opinion of what they should do with this. Number 14. This world has only 4 slots. 3 slots in which you can have somebody else. But the problem is that let's say you invite 3 people to your world and let's say 1 or 2 of them stop playing after 10-15 minutes. You cannot remove them from your squad. This means that those slots are now filled and cannot be refilled by another person. Also, when they're offline, there's not somebody else that can say, yo, can I join you? Can I join you? Maybe. No, you can't. No, he can't. And you just have to deal with it. That's like a fuck you in your face. That's really bad designed. They should make it that there's a moderation option that I can kick somebody out of my world if I wanted to, as the host of the game. And the 15th and final down is the final boss fight. I'm not gonna show you the boss fight, but all I can tell you, it's super clunky with an axe. If you're fighting the final boss in this game, use a sword. Use a fucking sword. Please to God, use a sword. If you're using an axe, dude, you're gonna take 20 minutes to kill him. It's so bad. Just use a sword, don't use an axe, and you should be fine with the final boss. Where there are downs, there are also ups. So now, let's start talking about the ups. And let's talk about the first up. Chopping trees in this game feels really good. Mining stone and every single ore in this game feels really good. Collecting things out of bushes, destroying bushes and everything is really cool. And that there's like food in trees and all those kind of things. It's just amazing, okay? It's just amazing feeling. Picking up things off the ground and then crafting something with it feels really good. The combat in this game is amazing. It lets you attack, block hits, parry. You can dodge hits to not take damage, so like the dodge roll in the usual games, which is amazing. Not just that, there's also combos. You can stun the enemy, daze them, make them and render them unable to fight, which is amazing. You can also send enemies back if you hit them enough. I do way too much damage, but you can also just like knock them back, and it's just like it just feels amazing. It's the same thing with like opening chests after beating an encampment. It just feels like amazing to just see loot in a chest and just open it and just get everything. And you see the loot for your inventory. It's just amazing. For the third thing in this game, I would say exploring. Exploring in this game is a lot of fun. Ooh, and camp near the spawn. Can I beat it? That's an eerie looking cave. What's in there? Wow, those are so epic looking ruins. What could possibly be here? Farming is a lot of fun and satisfying when it's not required for anything, just for your own expense. Like for instance, cooking. You can make different types of food that will serve your needs, gives you bonus attack, will make lumberjack obsession, get you more resources, and it's just a lot of fun. Also, farming animals is a lot of fun for creating different type of dishes and then combining them. It's a lot of fun to like give them food or even automize it, which is also possible. It's a lot of fun playing this game with a group. Just fighting enemies together and exploring, giving each other assignments, and just have a lot of fun in the survival world with a group is a lot of fun. And then number 6 is gonna be shared. It's such a cool thing. It's like realms in Minecraft where if the host is offline, that other people can still join the world and play. I think it's just so good. They should have this in more games. You barely ever see this in other games. So I'm surprised in this tiny game that we have this, and it's just amazing, man. Like, it's such a good thing. The 7th up for me is gonna be replayability. When you make a new character, you can be so overpowered really quick because of your game knowledge. So me starting out a new world, I'm still running like this scout armor, but I have a red to box sword, so I'm flexing. I have a red to box shield, so I'm flexing. It's just such a cool thing that when you have some game knowledge, you can get like better items way quicker, like way quicker. And also you can already prepare for the upcoming quests by doing minor tasks like farming already a couple of things, setting things up, and do that really quickly early on. I think that is pretty cool. I must say that the graphics in this game are not bad for a team that's so small. There's less than 10 people that worked on this game, and look how it looks. It's just epic, man. For such a small team to create something like this is just amazing, in my opinion. I must say that the story in general in this game is pretty good. The entire story of Tamai is really good, as long as you don't have to do like really annoying side quests. If you just read the text and follow the cutscenes, I think it's amazing, to be honest. I also like the voice acting. It's just like original in my opinion, and I cannot wait if they ever made another story. I think what they did here is really worthy of this game. It's just really good. Make it so we can kill bosses whenever we want or respawn them. More replayability. It will make it a lot cooler. Even though it would affect maybe the story from like, yeah, but we already beat those bosses for the story, blah blah blah. It's a cool story, but I want to kill those bosses more. They're just amazing, man. I just love to kill them more than once without making a whole new world. That's just my personal opinion. 6. Make it so we get some special loot from killing bosses. It would be so amazing when you kill a boss and you see like loot pop off the ground and be like, damn, that's so cool, or a weapon or something, like a chest, I don't know, a chest would be so cool, man. Like just for killing the bosses. It's not just like you kill a boss and you get one heart and it's like, you unlock an altar, you have to throw shit into the altar and get more hearts, and I mean, you get more space, you get more like stacks and all those kind of things. You know what I mean? I just want to get something on the spot, on the moment that you kill them. It's the same with the end game boss. We didn't really get anything from killing it, except a guy over here that can just make a portal. Woohoo. Being able to build a base or a house and relocate it to wherever we want on the world. So let's say I want to make a base in like the plains around, like let's say between Gusty Hill and wetlands, like in this area. I want to make a base right here because it's around everything that I need. It's around the wetlands. It's like everything I want is in this zone over here. So if I was able to make a base here, I wouldn't have to run over all the way here. I wouldn't have to teleport to Oppidum and run there. I would be able to do everything around my base, and it would be really cool if that was possible. Then I would say reduce the time it takes for crops to grow. Because right now it takes like 3 to 4 days in game, and that's like an hour or so. Like an hour, 2 hours for some crops to grow. And it just like holds you back in the main quest line because for some quests it's required to have like a certain amount of farmables, which you can only get for basically AFKing and waiting for the time to pass by. I think that is not like amazing gameplay, and that we should reduce that so we can actually like follow the main quest line back to back instead of staring into the air for a couple hours. Give us more information about early quests or tips how to unlock like certain materials. Most asked one is planks. And while you get planks 1 hour after unlocking the recipe, for leatherworking, so for the leatherworking is like separate. So they were asking a lot about leather, all of them, but realized that by doing the main quest line, it unlocks it. So it's just like you have to do those quests, even though there's like buildings that require set item, but you cannot get the set item at the moment that you unlock it. You know what I kind of like try to tell? Like you're basically like looking for an item that you cannot even get yet because you haven't done the quest for it. While those people are like looking for those items, wasting their time. Well, actually they're exploring, so it's not a total waste of time. But still, they're like 2, 3 hours looking around. Where can I get this item? Where can I get this item? Goes to the Discord, goes to my chat. I don't think that should really be a case like that, that you spend so long looking for it, in my opinion. And to finalize it all, the ultimate up. I love playing the game. I still play it on repeat right now. I'm amazed by how this game turned out. I already hope that the future is brighter than ever before. Thank you all for watching until the end. Have an amazing adventure in Oppidum, and see you next time.